Thank you all. I now request the dignitaries to occupy their seats on the dais.
As a mark of paying tribute to the traditions of our region, which fosters the culture of innovation, let us all rise for the Tamil Thai Varthu.
திக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திகழமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம் வியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Thank you all. SREC never fails to make one feel welcome and at home. I now request Dr. P. Karupaswamy, Nodal Center Coordinator, Innovation, Design and Entrepreneurship Bootcamp and Vice Principal, SREC, to welcome the gathering.
Good morning to all of you. I am very much happy to welcome every one of you for the inauguration of the Innovation, Design and Entrepreneurship Bootcamp Phase 2, jointly organized by the All India Council for Technical Education and the Ministry of Education's Innovation Cell. The bootcamp aims to nurture the innovation, design and entrepreneurial skills of the student innovators and innovation ambassadors from the higher education institutes and schools. The primary objective of the IDE Bootcamps is to equip the participants with the necessary skills and mindset to thrive in today's dynamic business landscape. It is my pleasure to welcome Mr. N.R. Arjun, the chief guest of the inaugural function. He serves as innovation consultant at Link Innovations, involved in various projects within automotive and mobility sectors for clients such as Volvo, Renault and Michelin. His day-to-day work involves intensive collaboration with the business and product owners from corporates to develop innovation strategies, constructing impactful, future-oriented use cases, the problem solving. His role extends to conducting pilot projects with the hand-picked startups and innovators, validating cutting-edge ideas and persuading the organizational leaders to integrate these innovations into their operations. Previously, Mr. Arjun led corporate innovation consulting project at NASSCOM Center of Excellence for AI and IoT, where he addressed complex challenges in manufacturing, supply chain, and the automotive industry. His journey into innovation commenced just before the onset of COVID-19, when he transitioned from the transport and mobility consultant at Netherlands-based consultancy to co-founding a startup focused on developing digital twins for heavy construction vehicles. This venture aimed to monitor emissions in real time, ensuring transparency for all the stakeholders. Arjun has bachelor's in the mechanical engineering from RV College of Engineering, Bangalore, and master's in complex system engineering from TU Delft, Netherlands, which is one of the well-known and very old university in the world. He always seeks a real-world challenges solvable through technology. Mr. Arjun also supports startups that are seeking the next breakthrough in the industry on behalf of the institution, principal, faculty, students and participants. I welcome you, sir. We are always happy to have our principal to witness all our endeavors and milestone events. Having about 40 years of experience in teaching, research and administration, she has brought the institution as one of the reputed institutions in the state of Tamil Nadu. She always identifies the potential of every individual in the college and nurtures them well. Quantum of the efforts made by the principal is infinite in everyone's growth. Principal contribution would be as significant whoever achieves in our institution. I am happy to welcome our beloved principal, Dr. N.R. Alamelu, for this inauguration and presiding over. Welcome you, madam. So I am happy to welcome Mr. Vikash Verma, the managing editor at Ministry of Education's Innovation Cell, Government of India, who is acting as the nodal center head, representing Ministry of Education's Innovation Cell and AICTE. Welcome you, sir. It is my pleasure to welcome Vishal Nair, the master trainer and the nodal officer of the Wadhwani Foundation. Welcome you, sir. I would like to welcome Mr. Ganesh, the advisor Industry Connect of the institution, and it is really happy to recall your initiatives and supports in connecting the corporates with the departments. Welcome you, sir. I am in a great pleasure to welcome the participants who have assembled here, studying in various institutions across the country. I could see their sincere efforts to participate and display their models for the demonstration. The participation includes the colleges from various locations and also the school students from Ratnam International Public School and Vidya Vikash Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Coimbatore. I welcome all the participants for the 5 days boot camp. It is my pleasure to welcome Mrs. Radhi, the Assistant Professor and Innovation Manager of the institution, who is also acting as a spark for this 5 days boot camp, along with her team members. I am very happy to welcome heads of the departments, mentors from various institutions, faculty and students, members of our own institution for the inauguration. For the participants, definitely your stay in the 5 days in our institution, attending all the sessions, will build your competency and capability to transform your ideas into the meaningful products, as mentioned by Mr. Dr. Abhay Jere, the Chief Innovation Officer of the Ministry of Education, Innovation Cell, and also as mentioned by AICTE Chairman, Dr. D.G. Sitaram, become a job creators rather than becoming a job seekers. Once again, I welcome every one of you for the inauguration of the Phase 2 Bootcamp, Innovation, Design and Entrepreneurship, organized by MOE and the AICTE. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Flowers express love and a hearty welcome. I once again invite Dr. P. Karpasamy, Nodal Center Coordinator and Vice Principal, SREC, to welcome the Chief Guest, Mr. Arjun N.R., Innovation Consultant, Volvo Group.
Thank you, sir. I now request Mrs. G. Rati, Nodal Center Spark and Innovation Manager of Collaborative Innovation Center, SREC, to welcome the guest of honor, Mr. Vikash Verma, Managing Editor, Ministry of Education's Innovation Cell, Government of India.
Thank you. I invite Mr. Narendran, Nodal Center Faculty Coordinator and Assistant Innovation Manager, SREC COIN, to welcome Mr. Vishal Nair, Master Trainer, Nodal Officer, Wadhwani Foundation.
Thank you, sir. I now request Mrs. E. Shantini, Nodal Center Faculty Coordinator and Assistant Innovation Manager, Collaborative Innovation Center, to welcome Dr. N.R. Alamelu, Principal and the Nodal Center Head, SREC.
Thank you all. I now call upon the Nodal Center Head and our Principal, Dr. N.R. Alamelu, a person of remarkable vision and unparalleled competence, to deliver the presidential address.
The chief guest of today's program, Mr. Arjun, who leads innovation in multiple forums, presently with Link Innovations and also an innovation consultant to Valva Group. Mr. Vikash, the managing editor from the Ministry of Education's Innovation Cell. The associate for this 5-day boot camp on innovation, design and entrepreneurship, Mr. Vishal Nair from Vadwani. The faculty mentors from across the country who have accompanied the young, aspiring innovators who are here to participate in this 5-day boot camp. My senior colleague, Dr. Karupaswamy, Vice Principal, also the convener for this 5-day boot camp, the innovation managers, innovation ambassadors, both faculty and students of the Collaborative Innovation Center of our institution, which is also a 4-star rated institution innovation council, a recognition from the Ministry of Education, Government of India. The other participants from our own departments and also from schools. A very, very happy morning and warm welcome to each one of you for this inauguration of the 5-day, full long day boot camp on innovation, design and entrepreneurship. I'm extremely happy to stand before you to preside over this function. I welcome each one of you once again with a great pride that Ramakrishna Engineering College Innovation Center is one of the 10 nodal centers identified across the country by the Ministry of Education to host this program. We are the only institution in the state of Tamil Nadu to organize this program, to conduct this 5-day boot camp. I'm extremely happy that the time has come where we have all realized that innovation, design and entrepreneurship, they go hand in hand. There will have to be a synergy between all these three, and they will have to travel together if some meaningful outcomes will have to be realized. The AICTE chairman, Professor Sitharam, was also briefly touching upon this during his chief guest inaugural address of all the 10 centers. When we started the education, higher education for that matter, engineering education in particular, there is a concept of project-based learning, and the students will be putting in a lot of efforts in taking up a problem statement, working out on the problem statement, converting that into a project, showing results, presenting that, which would be assessed by the faculty members who act as the examiners for the same. That was considered to be a very good learning, a hands-on project-based learning, till as recently as a few years back. But now the transformation is that it is not enough if I simply identify a problem. It is not enough if I simply do a hands-on project. It is not enough if I simply prepare a report. It is not enough if I simply have a PowerPoint presentation, get it assessed by a single examiner or a panel of examiners. This project-based learning should go much, much beyond that. The problem identification itself cannot be any random problem with which I could work on. It will have to start from empathy, the context of the problem, what is the expected outcome, who are all going to be the target beneficiaries, to what extent it could be validated in a real world, to what extent it could become a product with a very tangible outcome of improvement in either an industry problem solving, improvement in efficiency, cost cutting, improvement in quality of life, improvement in healthcare parameters. Some outcome will have to be defined. If this will have to happen, I need to think different. I need to look around me with a different eye so that I am able to catch the problem which stays with me, which is existing around me, identify that, convert that into a problem statement, which I am able to attempt as a group. Group I would like to underline because no problem could be solved single-handed with one domain knowledge, with a lot of interdisciplinary minds getting involved, attempt the problem, find the solution, validate. Such boot camps where the stalwarts in different domains will be addressing those who have started working in these domains, namely those who have participated in the Smart India hackathons, who have reached a particular level of solving a problem. How can we help you to become more innovative, incorporate certain design thinking components so that you are able to move whatever the proof of concept that you have developed into a validated proof of concept, develop that into a product, then fine-tune the product, as the previous speakers in AICTE said, with ergonomy, validation, etc., and then move towards commercialization. If this mindset is developed, if this awareness could be brought in as early as possible in the young minds, I think most of the problems in the society in different domains will get solved. Each one of us would be able to attempt, aspire to become a founder of a startup, an entrepreneur, so that I am able to not only provide jobs, I am able to contribute to the economy of the country, I am able to derive lot of satisfaction that I have done something much different from the rest of the group. I am able to support so many families through my venture. These outcomes are expected to be attained out of such boot camps. I am extremely happy that almost 90% of the registered participants have also attended. They are part of this inaugural ceremony as well. We have lot of very well-planned sessions from the Ministry of Education along with the AICTE. We have inspiring speakers like Mr. Vikas, Mr. Vishal Nair, and Mr. Arjun, probably, who breathe innovation, who breathe design thinking every day. Even if you are able to adopt, if you are able to understand, absorb a small portion of that, I think you will travel quite fast, quite long in achieving your dreams, in becoming the founders of the startup, in becoming one of probably the top-rated, satisfying, successful entrepreneurs of this great country. With these few words, I thank AICTE, the Ministry of Education Innovation Council, the representatives from the Ministry, Vadvani Foundation, and also the chief guest. I thank all those who gave SREC an opportunity to host this program to share our experiences with our budding innovators, creators, out-of-the-box thinkers. I take this opportunity once again to wish you all well, to wish you all a great, successful professional journey and happy life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. I now invite Vikash Verma, Managing Editor, MOE Innovation Cell, Government of India, to enlighten the gathering with his address.
Good morning, everyone. It's indeed a very great pleasure for me to be interacting with you and the dignitaries present here on this occasion. So we are here for something very special. What exactly is that? To begin with, let me remind you, or let me, put your thought back on the way education system has evolved over a period of years, the way in which we have been imparting education now. We have transitioned from rote learning to experiential learning. Right now, we are backing our theories with practical experiences. We are finding those theories in our everyday life. We are implementing them, and not only just implementing them, we are trying to bring out solutions from them. So the understanding of our scientific temper is more through experiences and projects rather than books and theories. So this is the change which has been brought about in the past few years, and there's much more to come. So this IDE Bootcamp is one small part of that momentous effort that we need to put in to revolutionize our education system. And the fruits have already been born. If you look around you, if you look at the history of hackathons or any such events, there have been so many innovators who have turned entrepreneurs. How are they able to do that? Was it that easy? Or is there a process behind, moving from point A to point B? Point A being you having an idea, a wonderful idea, and point B being turning that into a successful venture. So what takes it from moving from point A to point B? There is a lot. We need to, be able to conceptualize the idea. Thereafter, we need to concretize on that. And then comes, stages like proof of concept, turning that into a prototype. And then comes another part of it, which most of us, tend to ignore, the market part of it, the business part of it. Coming to terms with how the market works or reacts to your ideas or your products or your solution, understanding of that, developing an understanding of that is a big task. And for that very reason, you will be having interactions with these subject matter experts, these domain experts, who will pour out all this knowledge, all their experience with you, and help you understand how to make that happen, how to take this journey from point A to point B. So this is what we are here for. So guys, next 5 days, it'll be raining knowledge. And don't take your umbrellas out. Get soaked in that rain. You'll never get this opportunity again so easy. So I wish you all the best, and please take this very seriously and make the most of it. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you, sir. I request Mr. Arjun NR, Innovation Consultant, Volvo Group, a multi-talented personality with vast experience, to take over the podium and render the chief guest address.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Firstly, I would like to commend SREC for such a good initiative. If I could rewind the clock for like 5 years back, I wish I could be there, right there where you are currently now. And I wish I could attend this 5-day workshop, because this conducive environment they're creating for you is not happening everywhere. This is what I have seen, I have experienced as well. And coming to this IDE Bootcamp, okay, what is that you will be gathering from this 5-day workshop, and how you can actually use this on a day-to-day life further along is what I wanted to actually briefly touch base on. So let's just say, on the show of hands, how many people have identified problems in your daily life? Not just in your daily life, but maybe everywhere in your environment. How many have identified a problem? Just show of hands, maybe. How many? Yeah? Just show. So this is where your journey begins. You have identified a problem now, okay? And I'm sure each one of you, even if you didn't raise your hands, you have seen a problem, but you do not know how to take this problem to something like a startup, to a scale-up. And this is what these toolkits help you with. Trying to build this problem, front-load this problem onto you to understand who are all the people involved, who are all the stakeholders involved, what are all the requirements from them. So making this problem from a small thing into a very big system, a system-level problem. That is what we always fail to understand when we think about ideas. We think in a narrow fashion, and that ends up as a roadblock eventually. But instead of hitting with this roadblock, you need to think on a system level basis. There is a system, there are people, there are technologies, there's a lot of us involved. And each one of us, different perspectives are involved in this ideas. So this is what these boot camps teach you, is that how do we simplify this complexity? We do not get involved into the complexity and, get into the place where you cannot figure out what we need to do. So this boot camps kind of helps you do this, simplify the complexity, and eventually solve the problem that can be employed by organizations, people, the whole country alike. So basically, try to make the most of this workshop, and also not just that, try to also put yourself in the shoes. Every time you're working on a problem, try to put yourself in a shoe with a problem in your hand, and then think about how I could use this toolkit. Take it back home, use this as homework, take it back home, and just try to do this at home as well, with your family, with your friends. And this is when you completely involve. Like how Sir said, drench in that, use that. And this is when you see all the benefits out of it. And something that is very crucial is collaboration. This 5-day workshop is not something that you do it alone. Rather, you do it with a bunch of people. Try to keep an open mind to understand what other people are thinking in the same problem. So just keep an open mind, at least for this 5 days, and you'll see the benefits out of it. And yeah, one thing is about hand-holding that we saw. There are so many organizations, people around you that are ready to handhold you all the way from your idea to even to the stage where you're a unicorn. Unicorns today also need help. So you have help all the way through this whole delta that you're facing at. So never be scared that you're alone. Yes, everyone have failed, including me. Building a startup, we have failed. But that failure should not allow us to again reinvent. So reinventing the wheel should be a part of life. It's a way of living. And don't be scared of failure. There's always someone who can support you through this. And try to make the most of this workshop. And reach out to people around you for help. And people will be more than happy to come and help out for you. I think on that note, I would say good luck to all of you. I would really like to see some good ideas. One of the person that I'll be hand-holding in getting you to the organization is me. And we'll be really looking forward to seeing some of the ideas coming out from this uni. And yeah, thank you. Thank you for the SREC team and the AICTE for arranging such ecosystem for you. And yeah, happy to be part of it. That's it.
Thank you, sir. On this joyous occasion, we extend our hearty felicitations to all the esteemed guests and honorees. I now request Dr. N.R. Alamelu, Principal, SREC, and the Nodal Center Head to honor our Chief Guest of the Day, Mr. Arjun N.R., Innovation Consultant, Volvo Group.
Thank you, ma'am. I invite Dr. P. Karpusamy, Nodal Center Coordinator and Vice Principal, SREC, to present a memento to the guest of honor, Mr. Vikas Verma, Managing Editor, MOE Cell, Government of India.
Thank you, sir. As we draw to a close of this auspicious inauguration of the Innovation, Design and Entrepreneurship Bootcamp, I wholeheartedly thank all the dignitaries and the guests for their valuable time. I wish the event a great success.
May I request the audience to kindly be seated as the dignitaries leave the hall. Thank you all.
I now request all the SREC students to move to their respective classrooms. Thank you, students. Attention participants, here are a few announcements for today's proceedings. And I request all the HODs to visit the stalls after their refreshments. Attention participants, here are a few announcements. All the participants exhibiting their innovations are requested to move to the amenity center adjacent to the auditorium now. The students' prototype exhibits will be visited by the chief guest after a short tea break. And all participants shall visit the stalls and the exhibits after the refreshments, which will be served adjacent to the amenity center. The exhibitors, those who have not exhibited their product in the stall, are requested to exhibit it as the chief guest will be visiting the stall. Exhibitors who have their prototype as a software can use their laptops to exhibit your product. Volunteers will be stationed around the campus and participants can seek their support at all the times. Thank you all. Wishing you all a wonderful week of exceptional learning.
security required volunteers. And for all the participants, for your kind information, you will find all the power ports under your desk. Just lift the cloth and check with it. And again, I repeat, you will find the power ports under your desk.
சரி அங்கேயே இருக்கட்டும். பட் சப்போர்ட் மட்டும் ப்ராப்பர் சப்போர்ட்.
morning, everyone. We welcome heads of every department of SREC for today's bootcamp. Everyone for your kind information. Every slot is allotted 5 chairs of maximum. Please accommodate with that. Everyone get things ready. Hello? Everyone get things ready. Chief guest will be arriving within a few minutes. Please get things ready.
Dear participants, ensure that your prototype is ready and make sure that it is ready for demonstration. For your kind information, the chief guest is on the way. I repeat, for all the participants, make sure that your prototype is ready and the chief guest is on the way. And all the volunteers are requested to gather at one place. I repeat.
software Fusion, please. The thing is, we have to design an e-bike chassis with the help of Fusion 360 software, where it contains the generative design, AI design. So we have to give the input of the frame. So it will design as for the frame. Like it will frame bike frame, and we decided to design a trellis frame, which is currently used in the KTMs and the Bajaj motorcycles. So we designed the frame for our motorcycle. Then we gave the input to the GD, generative design. Then it gave us another big frame, which is lesser than our frame, which we
And ours is also a sports touring. So
less weight, and it also will be strong. So based on the analysis, like design failure analysis, TFA, the weight of battery, the weight is trellis frame. Trellis frame is the major frame which has a lighter weight, and it also has higher capability to carry the weight. Comparatively, as an automotive, I have researched more about the bikes. The only which is successful. The main thing we chose bike for a sports cruiser is we compared the market. These are the two bikes have the highest sales among the industry as of 2023 and 2022. So to replace their sales, like if we can produce a better bike, then I can grab at least 5,000 units per month easily. So that was my idea to go through the problem. Ultraviolet is a higher capability, like it is.
that the wind energy from the outer where the wind energy from the outdoor unit is not utilized. We'll be using that wind energy will be with the help of mechanical energy converting to electrical energy. So per hour we are getting 138 watts. So if we are going to implement in domestic also and industries also, we can reduce 60% of the electrical consumption. So this is our design actually.
Sir, for our prototype, we design a NACA profile using NACA profile 4412 blade design, sir. NACA profile is NACA profile 4412, sir. We are using ABS material for our prototype, sir.
Actually, we using carbon